Hey guys, Nina here, welcoming you to another reading from the Ladies of Horror Picture Prompt Monthly Challenge, hosted by Elaine Pascale on her channel, The Godmother of Horror. If you'd like to read along or read previously published pieces, please visit spreadingthewritersword.com or ladiesofhorror.com. In the meanwhile, enjoy the reading.
Alone in the Parking Lot by Sheri White. Carol waved goodbye to her coworkers and headed to the parking lot. She served a lot of tables and wanted to get home, but the tips were worth the long evening. A cool, fine mist felt great on her sweaty, sticky skin. She turned to face up to the sky for relief while she fumbled in her purse for her key fob. Carol pushed a button and heard the beep as the taillights flashed. She had parked under the light for safety, as she always did. She started to walk to her car, but stopped when she realized someone was sitting in the passenger seat. Kara pretended to look for something in her purse while surreptitiously watching the person for any movement. Whoever was in her car stayed completely still. Unnerved, Kara grabbed her phone to call 911 as she turned around to go back to the restaurant. She could see the restaurant was closed out now, lights turned off, and no coworkers' cars in the front parking lot. She was alone. The slamming of a car door startled Kara into dropping her phone. She bent down to retrieve it, slightly turning her head to look at her car. Now the person was standing beside the door, but the fog made it difficult to see whether or not the person was facing her, since they were dressed all in black. Then, two red eyes appeared, and Kara realized that whatever it was had been facing her the whole time. She slowly stood up with her phone, trying to dial for help, when it suddenly bent over, putting its hands flat on the pavement, its rear up in the air. It lifted its head, focusing red eyes on Kara. They stared at each other for what seemed to be an eternity. Then the creature ran on all fours at Kara, its hands slapping the blacktop with loud smacks. It opened its mouth, showing sharp, jagged teeth, and emitted a horrific, inhuman cry that chilled Kara to her soul. Kara screamed and ran to the right, but the creature easily caught up to her. It barreled into her, knocking her down onto her back. The creature put its head close to Kara's and blew dank, foul breath into her face. She choked back vomit, then began coughing. The creature pulled back and looked at her curiously. Kara took advantage of the moment and tightly gripped a small can of bear spray she always kept attached to her key fob. She sprayed it into the thing's face, its ungodly howls drowning out the hissing from the nozzle. It stood up and covered its eyes, giving Kara a chance to get away. She scrambled to her feet and ran to her car, grateful she had already unlocked it earlier. Kara got into the driver's seat and shut the door, then hit the button to lock every door. Movement caught her eye. The creature had recovered and was now on all fours again, heading for the car. She pushed the start button, put the car in drive, then pushed the gas pedal so hard the tires squealed for mercy. Kara looked in her side view mirror before she turned out of the parking lot. The creature had fallen behind. She breathed a sigh of relief and slowed the car down before she got on the freeway. She heard a rustling in the back seat and turned to check. The inhuman howling she had heard before filled the car, but this time it was a chorus. On the floor was a litter of small creatures. With no arms yet, they began to slither toward her, clicking their tiny but sharp teeth together. Kara lost control of the car, swerving it into a ditch. Her mind mercifully checked out before they were upon her.